Lesson 13.
Friday the 13th.
So in this lesson, we will create these sort of knobs, these equalizer levelers, as you can see here, some buttons here, okay? Also, these buttons in the front. So let's see how we can create these. So in this lesson, we will create some levelers, okay, here, and some buttons already we have created, and some buttons here, and also some knobs here, just like I showed you in the beginning of this lesson. So let's get started. I will create a clay tool. I will go to the clay tool here, okay, and then I will create a new layer, okay, and inside the new layer I will first of all increase the number of polygons of voxels of this erase tool, this clay tool. And when I'm done, I can choose a lighter color here, something like this sort of a color. And then I will give it a roundness and fill it to it. Now I will reduce the size of it so it will fit inside the like this like panels here down, like these panel lines. Okay. Also the height of it. And when this is done, what I can do, I can press spacebar, okay, and then I can go to the erase tool. And here, what I will do is that I will increase the fillet quite a lot, roundness quite a lot, and width of it, move it up here, and then let's push this little bit more down. Okay. So I will subtract it from this side, okay, and subtract it from this side as well. And if you think this is too tall, so what you can do is that you can reset the erase tool, make it a little smaller here, move it up here, okay, press spacebar, and it is just like this. Okay, so I will go back to my select mode, and I can now start duplicating this by pressing D on my keyboard, okay, and moving around. It's like this. And again, D. And then again here, D. D. And also here, I will not press D anymore because we are done. Okay, as much we needed. We are done. Okay. Now, one thing is we can do here is that to give, we'll give a bit of a variation to it. Like this one, I will slightly move it down. Okay, so these are knobs for equalizer. Maybe this is the equalizer of the boom, because in older times we didn't have anything digital. All we have was mainly the kind of a everything was analog. Now we are done with this. So we will create now these buttons. So first of all, what I will do here is that, oops, I will go to my clay tool and reset this, reset the gizmo of it, move it up. Okay, bring it here. First of all, I have to give it a nice roundness. Good fillet. Okay, let's see how much is the resolution. I think resolution should be fine. Yeah, because it is the same resolution what I get to these knobs. So it have calculated that and applied here. And then I will choose the size of it, put it somewhere here, down here. Okay. I will just try to fit this inside. Okay, and then roundness more. Fill it a bit more. And also, I think fill it a little lesser. Yeah. And then I will increase the size of this. Just like this. And that's all. We have this first button here. Now what I will do here is that I will create a new layer and press spacebar to create this button. Okay, all the buttons will be in one layer. So this one, I will go here. Okay. And these buttons maybe can be a little bit taller. Go somewhere just like this. Okay. And apart from that, what I can do is that I can make a new layer and press the space bar there. Okay. And then move it. And I will give it a bit of a like distance to it, something like this. Okay. Then spacebar, then move it again. Kind of an equal gap. Spacebar. Okay. And this time what I will do here is that I will give a little bit gap, but at the same time, I will change its color to red. Okay. Spacebar. Because maybe this is a recording button. Because in the those who have not used the retro boombox, the old 80s, 90s boomboxes, the recorders, tape recorders, they usually have record button, which is always in a red color to differentiate. Now I'll take the same color from here. Okay. The color picker. Now I have a less space here. So what I will do here is that I will make this button, I will press Control key, longer. And maybe this button is like for a different purpose, you know, that's why it's long. And maybe we can change its color to kind of a yellow. And also we will move it down. Okay, spacebar. Okay, done. So let's go back to the select mode and we are done with this. Let's save it. Now we need some equalizer buttons on this side. Okay, so what I will do, I will take my erase tool, my clay tool. Okay, and move here, and let's choose cylinder. Okay, and then I will reverse its settings. make it smaller, put it somewhere here. Think more smaller. And then I will move it down, give it a little fillet to it. Okay. And a bit up, I will move it. Okay. And what else we can do here is that, let's see if it is, needs more height, so that easily, if somebody is using it, can pretty easily use that. Okay, now this is done. So I will create a new layer and press spacebar. And once this is created, okay, let's do one thing. Control Z, Y, so that I can see how much is the resolution of it. So I have to increase the resolution 2 times. So it will be so to make it a little bit more smoother. So now this is done. So what I can do here is that spacebar. Okay. Now when the spacebar is done, I will change this to square, like our cuboid. Then I will add a roundness to it, a lot of fillet to it. Okay, a lot of roundness, and also wider. Okay, and then I will go to the erase tool, and I will, let's make the size lesser. Go here. Okay. And I will move down. Okay. So here, I will press spacebar. Somewhere here, I will press spacebar. Okay, so what I will do now is that I will keep this selected. Okay, and I will press D on my keyboard, move it. Okay, move it down a bit here in the center, basically. And yeah, one more thing before duplicating this. One thing I forgot to do, change its color. So I will double click it here. Okay, and I will use the same color of these. Okay, or maybe a little bit more whiter here. Okay, brush. Okay, now I can duplicate it. The reason I have to use the brush because I already like made this as a clay tool from a like, you know, basic primitive. Otherwise, I could only change from here, and it would be changed from that side. So now if it is done, so we will just press D on the keyboard and move it. Try to put it here somewhere. Okay. And then I will press D again. Okay. That D. Okay. D. 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 And done. Okay. Now we have to make sure it's in the center. So I will just move it right to the center. All of these. So basically there is no alignment tool here, so you have to eyeball these alignment, like manual alignment by yourself. So now you can, you know, some of them we can move it up so that these are switched on. Okay. Basically, let's do one thing here. Let's undo this movement. Let's select this and maybe this one, and then move them up here. Others, these, we will move them down. Okay, so when we are done, if you think they are quite high, so like, you know, like that they are like kind of more more like popping out, so you can move them inside. So it's totally up to you how you like the way you want it to be. Okay, so now what we can do here is that I can create some bigger buttons here. So I will go to my clay tool. Okay, take this clay tool here. I'll create a new layer and make the fillet quite low. Okay, a little bit of, I will use the roundness here. Okay, make it bigger. Okay, a little bit more fillet as it got bigger, so it leaves a little bit more fillet, but not too much. So I will this here somewhere. Down. A little taller. And then I will give a more roundness to it so it matches with this the panel line here. Okay, now it matches. Okay, a little bit cap I will give. Okay, now I'll press Control key and increase the size of this from here, but then I have to reduce the roundness as well, because as you change the size, the roundness also changes. Okay. Now what I want here is that I want it to be round from here, but I don't want it to be round from here. So first of all, what you have to do is that you have to make sure that everything is fine, and then you press spacebar. Then you will go to the erase tool. Make the erase tool a little bigger without any roundness, without any fillet. Okay. And move this here somewhere. Okay, before applying the erasing, let's do one thing. Let's select this and see how much we need it. It's fine. It have a lot of voxels here, so we don't have to worry about that. Only thing we need to know is how big we want this to be. So maybe this big. Okay, from this side. Also, what I can do here is that I can take this. Okay. And from here, so I can erase it. So once this is done, I can do one thing here. I have to make this taller from the bottom area. So what I will do, I will go to my warp tool. Okay, placement warp. Take the square with 100% hardness. Okay, make it bigger. And then I will overlap it to this bar, something just like this. And just before this part, I will press space bar and move it down so that it will become longer. So let's see. Yeah, it became longer. Okay. Just for like to make sure that it is long enough if you want to like push it up, like if you want to like move it up or down, so like there's enough space there. So that's for that purpose I have to make it longer from the warp tool, because already this was like it was converted to a clay tool, so that's why we have to do that. Now I will press D on my keyboard, okay, and move this here. But at the same time, I have to flip it from the flip selection. Okay, and move it to this side. Okay, things looks good. Now what I will do is that I will take another copy of this, okay, like with a D, then move it, okay, and then if you will notice that it have to be erased from this area, this part. So I will take my eraser tool, okay, and this part I will erase it, and then I will go back here, move this one somewhere here, okay, and then take my warp tool, okay, make sure hardness is 100% so that I can press space bar and warp it to this side so it will become a little bigger. That's all. And now I have this button here. Okay, so I have this button. Maybe this one, if I double click on it, I can paint this one as a darker button, something like a little really dark sort of a button that do some special stuff. Okay, done. Okay. So if you want, you can push this down. Maybe this is a play button or anything that is about the play. So I hope you have understood how these buttons were created. Okay. So in the next class, we will, in the next lesson, we will learn how to make the speakers here like small speakers basically, and a panel line here so that in any other 3D software or texturing software like Substance Painter, you can apply like a FM radio frequency label on it. Okay, so see you in the next lesson. If you find my videos interesting and useful, then please click the like button and click on the bell icon to receive notifications about my new tutorials and courses. If you are watching my videos and have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe it now and share it with your friends so they can also subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Amazon.com. The links are given in the description below. In the end, I would like to request that please watch my videos online and do not download them, because this will affect my watch time hours, which is quite demotivating for me. And if you want me to continuously create these new courses, so please subscribe to my channel and watch all my videos online. Also like them and share them. So everyone, take care, stay connected, and see you in the next class.